Just give it a second. Okay, awesome. So these are the four things we're going to explore today: the life chart, the life application process, the pathway to securing a job in 4 months through the work experience program at Amdari, internship program works, and then we have a special offer for people that wait till the end of the session. So if you wait till the end of the session, you will get access to the recording of today's session. Okay. You would also get access to the special offer that we have for you. So all you need to do today is get started. Okay. All right. So let's go straight into it. Okay. Now, before we jump into the application process, some people are joining us for the first time, and we'd like to share our success. Okay, we like to show it because some of you might be skeptical about the things that we're going to talk about today. So these success factors, help you relax your mind towards what we are presenting to you today. Now, one of the key success factors that we have within the team today is 6 out of 10 of our interns will get a job in 4 months. 6 out of 10 of Amdari interns will get a job in 4 months. So it means that if you start today, like if you start in June, you only have July, August, September. By October, you're likely going to get a job. So 6 out of 10 people get a job. But this number increases from 6 to 9 in 7 months. So in 7 months, in a 7 months duration, 9 out of 10 of our interns will land a job. So you could actually be one of these people. And that's exactly why we're doing the session, to get you to change your perspective.
Okay, hi guys. Is it just my end or is Ife frozen? If Ife is frozen on your end, can I see your thumbs up, please? Okay, yeah. I thought it was just me. All right, thank you very much. So he's going to be back shortly. I think he's experiencing some technical glitches, or he'll be back shortly. Hi Ife, if you can hear us, you're actually frozen and we can't hear you. All right, thank you so much, guys. So what Ife is trying to say is, when it comes to okay, it's back. Okay. Okay, guys. So like I said, right, please just exercise some patience if he will be back shortly. Now, he was speaking to the work experience program and the success rate, and the fact that quite a good number of our interns have gone on to secure roles in the UK within 1 month, within 2 months, within 3 months, and even some people 4 months. So I'll play a video for us from what Ife was going to share on his screen so that you can see what success looks like at Amdari. So the video I would play is that of Laura. So if he was going to share that part of his screen before he got frozen, so I'll share that right about now. So we'll just listen to Laura for 1 minute and I will be back. For those who are just joining us, I promise you haven't missed a thing. We're just about to start and we are still at the introductory stage. If you'll be joining us right about now, but let me just share my screen, like I said, okay? So we can listen to Laura share her testimony and how the work experience program contributed to her landing a job within 1 month. So let's just quickly listen to Laura for 1 minute.
I mentioned it before, but I just talking specific terms, the things about Amdari or the experiences or the Amdari processes that actually contributed, to the success of this, you landing this role.
Okay, so when I joined Amdari, I was told that within 2 months of joining Amdari, you're gonna get a job, because I've been having so many jobs here, and I was like, okay, I wasn't skeptical because I saw the reviews on Instagram before joining Amdari. I was like, let's see how it goes. I wasn't expecting in my wildest dreams that I'm going to land this role within 1 month. I just joined Amdari last month. So this Amdari internship program really helped me, to be very honest. It helped me. And I became very proud of myself. I was able to get some insights into, here in the UK, they would say, oh, it's very difficult for an immigrant to get very lovely jobs, corporate jobs, and all of that. It was very hard to believe. But Amdari helped me see that this is very possible. You can learn whatever you want to. You can get that job. So Amdari
Awesome.
it's really opened my eyes to, opportunities and how to get these opportunities, to be honest.
Okay.
Awesome.
Let me
So I had to reach out to us.
here. So yes, I just wanted us to listen to Laura for 1 minute, okay? And while we wait for Ife to get back on the call, I would play one more video for us. This video is from another person. Her name is Chinoye. So in Chinoye's case, she was also able to get a job within 2 months or thereabout. So I'll play her video for just a minute and then we will be back, okay? So for those who just joined, kindly exercise patience if he's experiencing some technical glitches. So he'll be back with us in a few minutes. All right. So I'm going to play Chineye's video, and please, if there is no audio, kindly call my attention. Are you done with your internship or you're still in the program?
I'm still in the process, interestingly.
Wow.
We're just 2 months
What month?
in.
Oh, okay. I think it is.
No, we are now in month 3. So yeah. So I got to.
All right.
Apologies for that. I just had I don't know what happened to the system. It just froze on me for absolutely no reason. All right, so sorry, I'm just gonna go straight into it without taking. I was talking about the key statistics that we have. I'm just gonna breeze through it so that we can go to the main meat of today's session. Okay, so 6 out of 10 of our interns will get a job in 4 months. That number increases to 9 out of 10 people in 7 months. Now, the next thing also, 85% of our interns will get interviews within the next 4 weeks. All right, so when you start 4 weeks into the program, that's the duration. 85% of our interns will land at least 2 interviews. Now, 100% of the people who landed a job, okay, who have gone through Amdari and have gotten their first job, said that the work experience program and the reference letter that we provide is what got them the job. All right, so 2 things. The work experience internship and the reference letter is what helped them get the job. And these are the key statistics that you should have at the back of your mind. Okay, from you getting a job to time to the first interview, and 100% of the people that have gotten jobs said the experience and the reference letter that we provide. You see how all these things come together during the job application process. Okay, so let's go straight into it. Okay, let's go straight into the practical session. So we've taken more time, so I'm going to go straight into the practical session. Okay, all right, so today we're going to be looking at NHS. Okay, so all you need to do is just go to the NHS job board. So NHS Jobs UK, just type that in. Okay, it takes you straight to the browser. Okay, so I'm going to click on apply on NHS Jobs, and voila, all you need to do is you see go to search, then click on go to search. It takes you to the search engine where you can search for a job. Okay, but now the key thing that you should have at the back of your mind, if you're looking for sponsorship, it's not every role in the NHS that provides you with sponsorship. It's not every role in the NHS that provides you with visa sponsorship. So if today you studied human resources, for example, and you're looking at getting a job you're looking at getting a job in the NHS, you might find it difficult to get a sponsored job. Okay. The reason being is you need to get something analytical. So it has to be something in the space of HR analytics, something that has to do with data. Okay. If you did international business and your experience alone is in entrepreneurship, you might struggle to get a job in the NHS because you don't have any related experiences that you can use to apply to the jobs on the NHS NHS portal. All right. So there are certain jobs that you need to focus on, and that's the reason why we focus on those 8 career paths, because they guarantee you visa sponsorship. So if you're looking at data analytics, you're looking at business analysis, you're looking at project management, you're looking at cybersecurity, all right? You're looking at the likes of, data science, data engineering, all right? These career paths guarantee you visa sponsorship, okay? Because they are on the shortage list, the visa shortage list. They also guarantee you high salary thresholds, okay? So you can't say looking for I don't even know what kind of role I'm looking at, but you can. There's some roles that you can't even afford you £41,700. 40K plus per annum. It's just going to be very difficult for you to get it. But if you see the roles, I'm talking about project management, data analytics, data science, business analysis, cybersecurity. These roles already niche roles are also very high in demand roles that guarantee you high salary. Now, the threshold for sponsorship in the UK is 41,700. That's the threshold. That's the baseline. We work with the baseline. The baseline is 41,700. Different careers, different, expectations, but that 41,700 is sort of a good standpoint to work with for most of the job application process. All right. So we're going to be looking at this one, two or more of this career path, okay? And we're going to walk you through how we do it at Abdari, how we do it, okay? How our interns will work on jobs, how they apply, how they're successful with the job application process. This should be internally learned, but I mean, you're here today, it means you're going to be benefiting from this. Now, if you have anybody, okay, this is free. This is a free session. If you have anybody that you feel will benefit from this session, please send them the link. Okay, so you have a friend doing their masters, you have a country in the UK, you have somebody that you feel would benefit significantly from the session today. Please send this to them. You might just be the person that helps them get a job. All right. So please send it to people that you feel like will benefit the best from this session today. And please let's drop the attendance list so that they can start to fill the attendance. Okay. Let's drop the attendance list. So for people that want to get the recording of the session, they'll be able to get this. So let's drop the attendance. Okay. All right. So let's go straight into it. Now we're going to be looking at the role of a data analyst. We'll start off with the role of a data analyst. All right. So what I want to do here is I'm going to type in data analyst. Okay. I'm going to type in data analyst. But now the beautiful thing about the NHS website, the search engine on the NHS website, is it takes it word for word. So it doesn't combine the word data analyst as one word. It takes data as one word. It takes analyst as another word, and what it will do is every job title on the NHS website that has data, it will bring out every role that has data in the title. Okay, any role that has analyst in the title, it will also bring it out for you. So you see, the beauty about this search engine, it means that you can add more things to it. You can add more keywords essentially, okay, to go search for these keywords. Now, another keyword you could use is information. So now, if you're looking at getting a job in the NHS as a data analyst, for example, all right, you would see a lot of information analyst roles, okay? Information management, information analyst. You see a lot of information analyst roles that exist in the NHS. That's the reason why we're adding the keyword information, all right? You would also see the keyword intelligence. Okay, so there's BI, there's business intelligence analyst, there is intelligence analyst, there are quite a number of intelligence roles, okay, that are highly analytical. That's the reason why the keyword intelligence is there. And if there are other ones also that you want to infuse, that you want to add to it, please feel free to add it to the job board, to add it to the job search, okay? Now, the next thing you want to do is click on search, all right? And then it will search for all the roles that have the keywords data, analyst, information, and intelligence. So 4 keywords, okay? It will search the entire database of the NHS jobs, and it will bring out all the jobs that have the keywords data, analyst, intelligence, and information. The key thing here is we're looking for sponsorship. Now, currently, we have over 7,632 jobs that are currently available on the job, or based on the search that we provided. Over 7,000 roles, over 7,600 roles exist today on the job board that provides you with different job opportunities. All right. Now let's move on. Now we're looking for sponsorship. There are certain criteria that you need to filter for when you're looking for sponsorship jobs. Okay. The working pattern, it has to be full-time, it can't be part-time, it can't be job share, it can't be flexible working. I mean, it could be flexible working, but we're looking for a job We're not looking for remote work. Okay. So, I mean, if you have a job already and you feel comfortable to just, okay, do you know what? I don't like the work I'm doing at the moment. I want it to be a bit more flexible. Yes, you can click on flexible working. That's fine. Okay. But for most people that are looking for sponsorship, please, it's not time for you to be looking for flexibility. All right. So full time, essentially. Okay. So for working part time, full time. But if working flexible working is something a major criteria for you, please select it. Okay. All right. So we have people that are family people that can't really relocate, and can't move around. Yes, you can select flexible. It's just that you're going to be limited with the number of jobs that you have available. All right. So working part time, click on full time. Contract type, it has to be a permanent job. So if you're looking for sponsorship, it has to be a full-time job offering you permanence, okay? Permanent contract, essentially. So that's essentially what you have there. So working part-time, full-time, contract is part-time and permanent. And now the next thing we're going to be looking at is the pay range. So you cannot be looking at a salary that is offering you $38,000, so 38,000 pounds per annum. Okay. You're looking at salaries between the 40 and 50 and 50 to 60. So you're looking at between 40. That's what you're looking for. Now I'm going to digress a little bit. And I remember when I moved to the UK, sponsorship then was about 25K. Okay. So you could see people that don't even have a ton of experience or have any form of experience. They could take a course and they could get visa sponsorship. Okay, they could easily take a course, buy a boot camp, or to get a training program or whatever, take a course, and they could get a job. But you see in the market today, okay, for sponsorship, it is 41,700. 41,700 pounds per annum. That is a middle management opportunity. Okay, that's a middle management going into senior management opportunity. That means that you need experience. Okay, this salary range basically means that they want to hire the best person for the role. They want to hire an experienced person for the role. So, like I said, in the times when it was 25,000 pounds, 25,000 pounds per annum for sponsorship, they don't mind you coming in to learn because it's cheap. Okay, it's cheap. Like it's 25,000 pounds. Okay, it's affordable. It's something that they can work with. But at this salary range of 41,700, okay, it's expensive for them to bring in somebody to come and learn on the job. So if today you've taken a course and you feel like that program, that course, that master's or the certification program is what you need to get a job, you might be greatly mistaken. Greatly mistaken. All right. So we're going to be looking at this too, okay, salary range. And one of the reasons that you should have at the back of your mind today is if I'm looking for a job that is 40K and above in the NHS, let me tell you the truth. We're going to look at it together, but plainly, you need experience. Plain, you need experience. It's not a matter of, so if you don't have any experience, any, related experience, you can't get a reference letter, all that. It might just be what is costing you your job application process. So I'm going to put in 40 to 50, 50 to 60K. That's the last filter I'm going to add. And I would add apply. I'll click on apply filter. And it will filter the job application process from 7,600 plus all the way to 1,498. The numbers are not increasing. That means you guys are not sharing it with people that might benefit from the session. All right. So if you have group chats, your classmates, your friends, please share to them. Okay. The numbers are not increasing. Don't hold information. We're not holding free information for you guys. So don't hold it. Go on, send it to people. Let them join the session. Okay. Send it to them. If they are not available, tell them you need to be here today. You need it. You need it. Okay. All right. So you see, we'll filter it down from 7,600 roles all the way to 1,400. Okay. But you see, we still have a lot of roles to apply for. That's the most exciting thing with the NHS. Now, one interesting statistics I'm going to share with you is the NHS is actually the highest employer of labor in the whole of Europe. And I'm pretty sure you don't know that. The NHS is actually the largest employer of labor within Europe. Largest. I think it's currently sitting about over how many thousand people, in staff strength. That's massive. Do you understand? Thousands of employees and staff strength. So you see, just the role of a data analyst, information analyst, intelligence, and all that, you have quite a number of roles that exist in today's. We have about 1,400 currently. All right. Now let's look at this particular one. This is a business intelligence analyst role. Beautiful. Now this salary is between 41,000 to 48,000 pounds per annum. Okay, contract is permanent, working pattern is flexible, working and is even full time again. So beautiful. I mean, this is a beautiful opportunity. So we're going to look at this and we're going to look at how to apply for this job to be successful. All right, the numbers are increasing, which is good. Okay, bring in people. We're just starting, so I'm going to do at least 2 applications today. So even though they've missed a little bit part, I'm still going to do another one, maybe in project management or business analysis or cybersecurity. I'll decide when the time comes. All right. Now, one thing you need to do for most of your applications, I would like to sign in, okay, or create an account, okay? So it's either you create an account or you sign in, anyone. I have an account already. If you don't have an account, please ensure that. So I'm going to click on sign in, okay? And I'm going to put in my email address and password. Email address and password. All right, this just makes it a little bit easier for you to, carry out your application. So you can see my name now. If you've been in April, you can create an account. Another thing is, now that you've done your filter, you've applied your filters, working pattern is full-time, contract is permanent, pay range is 40 to 50, 50 to 60. You've done all this already. You can create a job alert. Okay, so rather than always you coming back here to do this filter all over and over and all over again, you could actually just create a job alert. So anytime a new job that has data, that has analysts, that has information, that has intelligence in it, that is a full-time job, a permanent role, salary is between 40 to 60K, it will literally just send you an email. They just upload it. So you are likely going to be on track with your application process. If you're enjoying yourself, please give me a thumbs up. I feel like I'm giving too much. I feel like I'm giving too much sauce. Okay? Awesome. Okay, lucky I can see you. Okay, awesome. That's good. That's good. I can see you. Awesome. I love that. I love that. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead. Let's go. So I'm interested in this role. I love this role. Okay. It looks interesting. It looks like something I can do. It looks like something you all can do. So let's take a look at this. So I'm going to click on this and it takes me to the main job board. Okay. Now, this is Manx, okay, my X care. Let's just call it that. Okay. But currently, do you know if my X care has the ability to sponsor your visa? I'm pretty sure most of us don't know that. I'm pretty sure. Do you know? So because you see a job on the NHS job board, automatically you feel like you can get sponsorship. That's the whole is NHS, so it's most likely they can sponsor my visa. But now within the NHS there are different trusts. Okay, there are different trusts, there are different organizations within the NHS. So some of them can sponsor your visa, some of them might not be able to sponsor your visa. All right. So please, if you're enjoying your session and you want to get a recording of this session, please ensure you fill the attendance. Please ensure you fill the attendance. Okay. So now let me show you something very interesting about sponsorship. Now, we don't know if Man X Care can sponsor your visa, and that's what we want to confirm first. So you see, there's a tool that we use in Amdari. So Amdari has a partnership with CV Matchly. Okay, so CV Matchly is a tool that helps you analyze your CV. Is a job analysis tool. Okay, and I'm going to work on that in a few minutes. But the first thing I'm going to do is CV Matchly is a Chrome extension, is a Google Chrome extension that works from your browser, your laptop browser, okay, not your mobile browser. So what you want to do is click here to upload CV. I'm going to come here to look for my CV. I'm going to go to my CV, and I'm going to go to my data analyst CV. I have a data analyst CV, and I'm going to click on open, okay? So the moment I upload my CV, the beautiful thing about CV Matchly is it extracts the job description by default. So you can see I don't need to copy and paste the job description at any point in time. It extracted by default. And that's the cool thing about using CV Matchly. It does all the analysis for you without you really having to copy, paste, and all that. That's all the things that you need to do there. Okay, so you see now, Man X Care. Now, I want to confirm if Man X Care can actually sponsor my visa. Now, CV Matchly does what we call sponsorship analysis. Does this what we call sponsorship analysis. So Man X Care, okay, Man X Care can actually sponsor me on a skilled worker visa. Sponsorship route, they can't sponsor you on a skilled worker visa. Now, you see the shortage list, business intelligence analyst, yes, it's on the skilled shortage list, telling you that yes, this missed the threshold, okay? And salary threshold also is above the threshold. That's the salary range, which is 41,700. The base price, the base salary is above the salary. So it does the sponsorship analysis, gets me to know that this particular trust can actually sponsor my visa. The job title is perfect. It can be sponsored. Number three, it's salary. The salary threshold is also above the threshold. So it gives me the chance to know that, okay, I can actually get it. If I get this job, okay, I can actually get sponsored. That's the beauty about this role. Okay, so that's the thing that you need to understand first. Those are the things that you need to understand first. Can this company sponsor my visa? Can they work with me? Okay, even if I don't get a visa initially, if I work and I deliver value, there's still a likelihood that they sponsor my visa. That's something you should have at the back of your mind. So now let's take a look at this role. Okay, job responsibility or description. Okay, a competitive salary that increases each 12 months until you reach the maximum salary. That's interesting. Okay, a generous and annual leave entitlement. These are all statement. I'm going to be looking at, I want to look at this. Okay, the business intelligence team is a small data-driven team committed to meeting the ever-growing requirements for accurate evidence. I mean, this is a beautiful, very beautiful role that you can apply to. Numbers are increasing. That's amazing. That's good. Please keep sharing it with people that will find this interesting, because we're going to go. This is still surface level. We've not gone into it very well. Okay. So you see, as all is working towards an industry recognized data certification or an associate level. So this is a very entry level role. To be honest with you, this is a very, very entry level role. Okay. So you see, there's nothing too much for you to ride on with here, because the main thing here is the duties and the responsibility. So you see, there's nothing. So if currently you're a data analyst, okay, and you're looking at getting a job with this company, with this particular NHS trust, there's not so much. They're not expecting too much from you. They're actually not expecting too much from you. So you see, when you're applying for this kind of jobs, how do you not position yourself? Okay, how do you position yourself to get started? That's the main thing. So we're going to look at this, but this is too easy, to be honest with you. This is too easy. All right. So when I compared my CV using CV Matchly, I got a 76%. So my current CV against the job description, I told you by default, it collects the job description. Okay. So by default, okay, I have a 76%. Okay, which is good, but not great. It is good, but not great. Okay, so you see, I can see my sponsorship analysis. So keywords that are a key match: business intelligence, data analyst, Power BI. These are keywords that are match. Keywords that are not match, you can see a lot of health-related stuff in there. So I'm going to come here to CV optimization, and you would see quite a number of things that the CV Match is recommending that you should have to your CV. So any detailed experience working with healthcare data or similar regulated environments. Now you see this is one key thing that you need to have at the back of your mind. Details on experience working with healthcare data or similar regulated environment if applicable. So basically, do you have any healthcare experience? Have you worked on any project in the healthcare space? Please showcase it in your CV. So currently it's 76% because I don't have those experiences on my CV. So what I'll do today is I'm going to click on Generate Optimize CV. Now with this Generate Optimize CV, it's going to tailor my resume to this job opportunity. Okay, so to this job opportunity, this business intelligence analyst role is going to tailor my CV to this role. Okay, and it takes less than 33 seconds. Now, the beautiful thing about CV Matchly is it takes a look at the job description. Okay, it takes a look at the NHS core values. Okay, it takes a look at the job description, the core values, NHS core values, and also your CV. It takes a look at these three things together, combines them together, and develops a perfectly tailored resume in under a minute. Okay, now that's the significant beauty about using CV Matchly. Okay, so that takes about roughly 40 seconds. Under 40 seconds, it does everything: optimizing, tailoring, revamping your CV in just about 40 seconds. Okay, now it's giving you a suggestion. Okay, and the suggestion are the things that it has carried out already. So it has carried out all that. Okay, and I'm going to click on download my CV. Okay, so once I download this, let me open it up next page, and you see it's now. You see some of the keywords that are being used. I am a business analyst with over 8 years of experience delivering data analytics reporting and automation in small cross-functional teams, specializing in SQL, Power BI, Tableau, Python, and advanced Excel to do X, Y, Z, so on and so forth. So you can see all the things that it had written out, okay? The keyword, the key skills, the technical skills, the core skills, everything that is required for the role has been tailored to that role. So, okay, the job descriptions, you can see everything has been tailored perfectly to the role that you want to apply for, all right, or you want to apply to, okay? So now, the cool thing about NHS application is they really don't work with your CV, okay? But you need the content of your CV, okay? But you don't. There's no place for you to put your CV. But we'll go through it. I'm jumping the gun a little bit, okay? So what I'll do now is I will go to CV Matchly dashboard. I'm going to go to my CV Matchly dashboard, okay? I'm going to click on dashboard. I'm going to sign in account, sign in, and all that. But I'm going to go to my dashboard. I'm going to go to application tracker, okay? I'm going to go to my job application tracker, okay? And you see, this is the role, okay? This is the role, you can see it here. This is the role I just applied for. Business Intelligence Analyst, okay? Man X here via the NHS Jobs. So basically, this is all the information. This is the job I just applied for, all right? But you see, I would need a supporting statement and I would need a cover letter for this application process. These are the two things. I need these two things, and I'm going to come back to this. I'm going to come back here. Don't worry. Okay? I'm going to come back here to generate that in a few minutes. Now I'm going to click on apply jobs. Now I have my CV. Okay? I could also come here to just click on generate supporting statement and to start to generate my supporting statements. So I have my CV now that I can use. Now the supporting statement takes about a minute also, roughly under a minute, okay, for it to generate a supporting statement. Now with the supporting statement, it's going to take a look at my CV, my optimized CV, the job description, the NHS core values. It's going to combine these three things together and it's going to write me a supporting statement tailored to the role. Now if I click on, okay, sorry, let me just come back here. And supporting statement, it's going to pop up. Boom. So I have a detailed out, supporting statement. I am an experienced business intelligence analyst with over 8 years of hands-on experience delivering end-to-end analytics, reporting, and automation. You can see direct alignment to the role requirement. You can see evidence-based achievement. You can see how it is broken everything down: technical expertise and methodology, stakeholder engagement and communication, governance, compliance, and professional standard, NHS values. I talked about that in a few minutes. Personal qualities and work ethics, and the closing remarks. So you see, it has broken it down in a way that it is perfectly tailored to the role. And you're seeing this. You're done with this with under 2 minutes. 1 minute for about 1 minute for your analysis, your tailoring of CV, another 1 minute again for coming up with your supporting statement that you can use on the go immediately. All right, no need for editing, anything like that. So I'm going to click on apply for this job. Okay, we're going to apply for this job together. Okay, do you know what? Let me open it up in a new tab so that I can leave this one alone. Okay, open up in a new tab. So now you are leaving the NHS Jobs. Okay, please give me a thumbs up if you're enjoying and you're following me. Please give me a thumbs up if you're enjoying and following this. just so that I know that we're all on the same page. All right. And if you have any question, please jot down your questions. I will take questions at the end of the session. Okay. So come here, click on continue to third party website. Okay. They use track, TRAC. You'll see that in a few minutes. So depending on the job board. So this one is taking me directly to the Isle of Man Public Service careers. Okay. All right. So this is the salary is fantastic. Everything, I mean, the salary is good. Everything else is fine. Everything is good. So all you need to do today now is apply for this job, and it takes you. You would have to create an account. Okay, first name, last name. I want to do one that is on the track website, so I'll probably have to do that. Okay, okay. So hi there. Let's get your application started. First name Femena, last name Ipro. I'm going to click on next. Okay, email address. I'm going to use my email address. I agree to the terms. You know, this is all the stuff that you need to do there. All right. Moving on to his email address, phone number. You already have an account. Please sign in. Not sure why that is. I think you already have those two documents. Okay. So you have your CV, you have your supporting statement. Let's try something else. Okay. So you can see how you have that already. So I'm just going to do something that is easier for me to work with, that goes straight to the track website, which is easier for me to, not necessarily easier, but I can work it out essentially. All right. Now let's take a look at this. Okay, a lot of people want to run away from lead data analyst roles. So let's take a look at this business data analyst role with NICE. Okay. Let's take a look at this. Okay. Now, the same thing, the same process, the same thing. So I have the role. I know everything about the role. So what I'm going to do, I have my CV uploaded already. Okay. But I'll remove it so I use something real quick. So now this is the business data analyst role. Okay. This is, if you're a business analyst in the house, you can apply for this. If you're a data analyst, you could also apply for this. So it's a combination of business analysis and business analysis and data analytics is a beautiful combination between the two of them. So if you take a look at the role itself, you can see build and maintain dashboard and reports. Okay, Power BI Tableau report basically to support operational and strategic decision making, which is honestly, it's just to build a dashboard, nothing too complicated. Okay, build a dashboard, build a report. That's it. Work with stakeholders to define data requirement, KPIs, and success measures. These are not things that are overbearing. Okay, they are not things that are too complicated for you. It's just you sitting down with somebody in finance to say that, okay, we want to track profitability. You ask the person, how do you want to track it? Tell me, okay, you want to track profitability? Okay, that is your running your expenses. Okay, no, your revenue minus your expenses. So you have a number. So that number, that's what I want to be tracking. I want to track that in different. So they will tell you these things. They don't expect you to know every single thing. That's the reason why they're saying work with stakeholders to define. So you see, a lot of people put pressure on themselves. Do I know how to do it? Can I do? When on the job, they will be the one to tell you how to do it. So we put, investigate and clearly define problems, including root cause analysis, assessing options, impact, and benefits. I worked almost 7 years. How many times did I do root cause analysis? Okay, so you'll see this now, you'll be scared. I don't know how to do root cause analysis. Basically, it's you analyzing data to figure out what has happened in the organization. So when you look at analytics, if you tell me that we brought in 5,000 customers last month or 5,000 patients last month, you need to tell me the reason why we brought out 5,000. We brought in 5,000. All right. So was there a disease outbreak? Was there a particular type of disease that came out? How many was the time duration of people that came into the hospital? At what point in the month did they come in? You need to be able to answer those questions. That's where when you answer all those small questions, it leads you towards the root cause of the problem. So you see, that's the beauty. So it's not something too complex. Do you get me? So if you're looking at applying for roles, these are roles that you can easily apply to that provide you with, very good standing. So now, person specification, all the highly developed specialist knowledge and expertise acquired through a master's degree level, or you see, a lot of people ignore this and they will just say that, oh, I don't have a master's in data analytics, so I'm not going to apply for this. You see, that's the problem. So you see, or equivalent qualification experience. Okay, experience is also very important. Additionally, holds a specialist knowledge of relevant areas expertise outlined in the person specification, acquired through relevant practical experience, and training or development. Practical experience. So you see, a lot of these people are looking for people that have done it before. A lot of these roles I'm going to apply to today are looking for people that have done it before, over and over and over again. Okay, so that's what they're looking for. You hit the ground running. Okay, like our president, hit the ground running. That's exactly what they're looking for. All right, so let's move on. Let's say I want to apply for this job without taking too much time. I'm going to click on CV Matchly. Okay, all right, and you see by default it will take the job description. By default, you don't need to copy and paste anything. It will automatically extract the job description. Click here to upload your CV. I'm going to click on my data analyst CV. Okay, and I'm going to click on OK, and it will analyze my CV against the job description. Now let's see how my CV performs against the job description. Okay, now this is giving me a 75, which is not bad. Okay, but you see, your CV is below the IRS score. Let's see if we actually optimize it above a 90% by clicking the optimize button below. All right, so sponsorship analysis, you'll see there. NICE, which is the National Institute of Health and Care Excellence, okay, is basically can sponsor me on the skilled worker visa, data analyst, yes, above the threshold, yes. So this is great. It means that I should apply for this role, long story short. Okay, so I know this is a good role. It looks good. The NHS Trust can sponsor my visa. What would I do? Click on Optimize CV, and I'll click on Generate Optimized CV. And what this is going to do, like I said, I've repeated myself so many times now, it's going to take a look at your CV, it's going to look at the NHS, core values, and it's also going to look at the job description, and it's going to tailor your CV to the job description. Okay, you would have a perfectly tailored CV in about a minute, ridiculously. So the analysis and the and the CV optimization combined together takes about a minute for you to optimize your CV. That's what you're gonna do. All right. So please ensure you fill the attendance. My colleagues in the house, Deborah, has posted it in the chat. If you want to get access to the recording of today's session, please fill the attendance. You'll see it's currently in the chat. Please ensure you fill the attendance. All right. So I have my CV. I will download it because I would need it in a few minutes. Okay, to apply for the job. Okay, so I've opened the CV. I'm going to go to CV Matchly. I'm going to refresh. Okay, so I can see the latest job I just applied for. So this is the new one. So you see it here, business data analyst with NICE. Okay, via the NHS Jobs. This is the job. I'm going to click on generate supporting statement, and this takes about a minute. So while this is generating, while this one is cooking, I'll go and wash the rice so I can. All right. I'll go ahead to apply for this. I'll start my application process while the supporting statement is still cooking. All right. So I'm going to come here, click on your living NHS Jobs. I'm going to click on third-party website. All right. And it takes me to Track. Okay. So Track it's the portal that is being used to track applications for the NHS. Long story short. All right. So now you see it's here, business data analyst. You can see the view the job description. You can see everything there, all the information that you need, and all that. So it's literally the same that we saw in the previous place. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to sign in. Okay. So if you don't have an account, you will need to create an account. Okay. But don't worry, it links you back to the same place. Okay. So if you don't have an account, please create an account. I'm going to come here and sign in. Okay. And I should be in a few seconds. Okay. Now I'm going to sign in, and it's going to take me straight to the sign in on track before. Okay. One-time password. That's my email. I'm guessing. Register address. So just give me a second. I'm going to go to my email to get the password. Okay. To sign in. Okay. Passcode. I'm going to sign in, and voila, I'm in. Okay, so you already have a draft application for this. Okay, so I'm going to continue draft. Okay, but I've not started anything. Okay, so you see, this is what it is. So there's no place for you to upload your CV or upload a statement or anything like that. All right, for you to upload, yeah. This time around, you would have to type it out. And that's the essence of you having your supporting statements and your CV ready. Okay. So you see personal information, answer given. So this one, if it starts selection, start section, it's just for you to put in your personal details, your relationship, and so on and so forth. Pretty much nothing too serious. Okay. All right. But I don't need this. Okay. I don't need so professional education and professional qualifications, relevant training courses, membership, NHS service, employer and activity history. Now, this is exactly what I'm looking for. All right, employer and activity history. Now, this is where your CV comes in play. First off, click on open. Okay, click on open. Now, you have your CV here that has been perfectly tailored to the role. All the job descriptions perfectly tailored to the role. All you need to do today is for any role that you're applying to, ensure that you look at the years of experience that is required for the role. For most of the NHS roles, I would just say if it's above 40K, I would say you should have at least 3 to 4 years of experience, at least 3 to 4 years of experience in order for you to apply for roles like that, 40K and above. Just have at least 3 to 4 years of experience. That's what I'm saying. All right. So in this kind of situation, okay, I could use 2019 to 2025 okay. So this is supposed to be to 2020 to 2020. All right. So I could take this. I'm going to take this business intelligence analyst, EMEA region, EMEA region. I'm going to come back to this employer name. I'm going to give it. Let me just give it a company name. Let me just say Amdari. Okay, no, Amdari is the most recent. So let me just say Crowns. Crowns. Okay. Okay. Employer address. I'm just going to put it there as London, UK. London, UK. You have put in the full address anyways, but you would know the address of the company that you're working with. Type of business, they're in the pharmaceutical space. Okay. So, got into job title. Okay. You just put it, you should have all this information already. So it's pretty much, and once you do the first one, you don't need to do this for all the roles that you are looking at. Okay. All right. So reporting job title, reporting to job title. Let's say you're reporting to the head of data analytics. Okay. Okay. Phone number of the person you worked with, the job title, the start date, the start time, the end date, the grade, the salary, the period of notice, put in the reason for leaving. Then you have brief description of your duties and responsibility. That's where your CV comes in. All right. So in this kind of situation, you just copy this, okay, and then you paste it in there. Okay. You could always, put it into one line, into one statement, and you can use that in getting started with what you're working with. Okay. Reason for leaving, quite a number of reasons for leaving. It could be, a ton of them exist today. So depending on your own criteria, I wouldn't say, don't ever say something negative in this kind of situation. Never say something negative. So it could, a simple one to use that you could use is career growth. Okay, and advancement, career growth and advancement. Okay, all right. So you see, it's very straight jacket. Okay, so this is one of the ones. Just put in the telephone number, your job title, the start date. These are information that you have. It's your job, so you know exactly what to put it there. All right. Add to the top. So this one is the first one was, let's just say, is between January 2009, 2009, 2029. Yeah, sorry. Let's say 2000 and let's just say this is 2009 to December 2011. Let's just say, okay. Okay, so this is the first one. You're going to add the next one. So just ensure that you have about minimum 4 years. Okay, I'll say between 3 to 4 years. I'll say keep it to 4 years, minimum 4 years of experience, because majority of these roles require you to have experience. Okay, so it's not qualification, it is not education, it is nothing. It is basically your own experience, and that's what you need to add there. Okay, so you see that's where the employer activity and history comes in. So that has been perfectly tailored to the role. So you don't need to start thinking, how do I write it? What do I write? Should I position myself? All this information, it basically can be done for you. Okay. Now, the next thing you'll be looking at also in the same vein, okay, is you see person specification, further questions. You can, okay, let me just cancel this so I can show you the person specification and any other thing. Now, you see, reference is very important. References are very important. Okay. We'll come to references in a few seconds. Okay. So, person specification, I'm going to click on open. Okay. All right. And you see everything is there for you to answer yes or no, if you met the requirement, if you're not a requirement, and all that. So you see, ensure that you read this very well. Okay. So, like I said, all the highly developed specialist knowledge and expertise acquired through master's degree. If you do not have a master's in business analysis or in data analytics, for example, does that eliminate you? You see, there is an or there, or equivalent qualification experience. So it means that if you have the right experience, you can still apply for this role. Additionally, all the specialist knowledge of the relevant area or expertise. So you see, it's knowledge, it's experience, it is knowledge, it is experience. You just need that experience. That's what you're looking for. All right. How do you meet this criteria? You need to provide answers. And that's what we do for you. So we'll provide you with prompts that you could use to tailor your CV, that you used to tailor your CV, that you used to do this. We provide you with the prompts that you can use to perfectly answer this answer. Now, the answer is how you answer this question is the reason why you have to be with us. Okay, all right, because we provide you with almost everything that you need to get started. Okay, now, and that's basically it. Proven experience in data focused role supporting business decision making. Now, how do you answer this question? There are certain ways you answer NHS question, but unfortunately for this one, we will not be showing you. We've shown you enough. Okay, all right. So if you want to come on board, that's exactly where part of the things you're going to be gaining from the experience with us. Okay, so looking at the time, okay, we have just I'll do one more role. Okay, I'll do one more role, and I'll do this within the project management role. Okay, so we'll say project management. Okay, so let's say project manager. Okay, search for it. For project manager, you have over 9,800 roles available at the moment. So working pattern, full time, contract type, it has to be permanent for those people looking for sponsorship. Pay range between 40 to 50,000, 50 to 60,000. Apply filter, like I said earlier, you can create a job alert that would always alert you whenever a new opportunity that meets those criteria comes up on board. Okay, so now there are quite a number of project manager roles that exist. This is a project manager role, looks good, salary is fantastic, very good. 49,000 to about 49,000 to about 56,000 pounds per annum, permanent, full time. Date posted was today, actually. Okay, and it's closing on the 18th of June. Okay, all you need to do is click on the role. Okay, now I have that. Like I said earlier, go to CV Matchly. We don't have enough time to do like a scrutiny on this particular job opportunity, but if you take a look at this, these are things that you can actually do. Okay, if you've done projects in project management, these are things that you can actually do. Be responsible for the day-to-day management of identified projects across the MK services transformation agenda, and will be single point of contact, ensuring delivery against timelines, escalations, and all that. Agree tasks and resources required to meet. These are things that they're not okay. I know I've said, but like, if you've worked on projects if you've delivered on any project, you'll find out that these are things that you can easily deliver on. They're not too complicated. All right. Now, person specification, you have good standard of education, that's basically degree level or equivalent appropriate experience. See, these are key things that you should have at the back of your mind. So it means that if you don't have a master's, you don't have a degree, you don't have a degree, you can have quality experience and they will still take you in. All right. So you see that, okay. So you see experience of project management, track record of meeting deadlines, experience everywhere, demonstrable leadership experience, ability to exercise judgment and presented, these are all the key functions of this role itself. I'm going to go to CV Matchley again, okay? I'm going to go to project management CV, okay? Project manager CV. It will analyze my CV for the role, do all the things I need. So to give me my CV, I'm also going to go to what do you call it, to the dashboard, generate the supporting statements that I can use with my job application process. And these two things are the things that you need: your supporting statements and your CV. All right. In the same vein, you will need a third thing, which is the ability for you to answer those questions specified in the website. So I'm going to click on Optimize CV, generate Optimize CV. All right. And like I said, it takes about a minute for it to come out. Okay. So I'm going to come back to this. I'm going to apply for this role. Okay. I'm going to click on continue to third-party websites, which will likely take me to the track website. And now this is a very interesting place. Very, very interesting. Okay. So what are the values? Okay, so this one you can easily go back to the job board or go to the trust to find out what their core values are. Or better still, you could actually come to the person specification document. Okay, you would likely see it in this document here. Just give me a second. It's opening up at the moment. So the first question you have there is, what are CNWL's trust values? Okay, CNWL. Okay, so you see it here. This, once you click on that, once you come here, you have supporting documents. You see this one, job description and person specification. You see this particular PDF also. You can click on the two of them, have them downloaded. Okay, and you will likely find the core values. So what I'm going to look for, I'm just going to come here, search for values. Okay, there's no value in this particular keyword. Okay, I'll come here also, find values. Okay, enable. Okay. All right, and you see, just read through it. You'll find less. If it's not in this boot document, you would have to go to their website or just use ChatGPT to find out what their core values are, and you can use that to assess what the core values are. Okay, in this kind of situation, what I'll do also is, and I'll come to new tab, paste it, and click on enter. Okay, so okay, fantastic. So we have compassion, respect, empowerment, and partnership. So I'm going to go back to that job application. Compassion, respect, empowerment, and partnership. Please, if you get any of these questions wrong, you're automatically eliminated. Automatic. It's automatically. So that's why you have to be absolutely certain. Are you currently an employee of the Central and Northwest London NHS Foundation Trust? No. Okay. If you are, please put yes. Okay. It actually helps your application process. Okay. Well, if you're not, and that's why I tell you, if you're working in care today, it doesn't mean anything. You could actually use that experience in care to get your first job. All right. So now, what your immigration status? Okay. So depending on it, you could be, I have a skilled worker visa that was sponsored by me by my current employer. So you could be in care today, okay, and you can use that experience. You can still use that to get a job with the NHS. That's what I'm trying. That's what this is showing you, okay. Also, if you're a student or you have a global talent visa, that works. I have a student visa and I'm applying for a full-time position. That also works. You also see I have a graduate visa. You have finished your master's, you have a graduate visa. Please, you can select this in order for you to get started. So select anyone that fits you, the most appropriate one to you. That's the one that you select. And after that, what do you do? If you wish to provide any additional information regarding your right to work immigration status, please do so here. Okay, you don't need to, it's not compulsory. Okay, are you willing to travel to other work bases, including London? I mean, yes. Okay, yes. understood, and I'll click on continue. Now this will take me to the next page where I have to start answering questions, okay? Like what we did earlier. So I'll use a blank form so that you can see how it looks like. I'm going to click launch application. But like if you've done this in previous roles, if you've done this for previous roles, you will just get it refreshed. Okay, you can use your continue with your previous application. Okay, now the only thing you're going to change is your responsibilities. Your responsibilities has to be tailored. That's the reason why you tailored your CV. So your responsibility has to be tailored to the job description. So you cannot use one description. Oh, because in your description you have analyzed data, you have managed projects, you have everything in that job description. You're not using that job description for all the jobs. It doesn't work. That's one of the reasons why you're getting rejections also. You need to tailor those responsibilities to the role that you're applying to. That's the reason why we're uploading. That's the reason why we're tailoring our CV every single time. All right. And it takes you a minute. So, I mean, it doesn't stop anything for you. So you see quite a number of things here. All right. Personal details. I mean, that's your name, your information, personal information. Application questions. Now I'm going to click on start section. All right. And like I said, if you've done this for all the applications, you don't need to do this anymore. All right. So now you see the key one here is supported information. Supported information. I'm going to click on open, and you see it's for you to submit your supporting information. Now read this. Please read the job description and the person specification carefully and make full use of this section to provide further information to support your application. Now, this is very critical. Your supporting information is absolutely, and that's the reason why they tell you to go and read it first, okay? But now I have CV Matchly, okay, that would help me that would help me come up with something fantastic, okay? So just give me a second. I have this, okay. All right, so not sure why I don't have, okay, I didn't wait for it to complete. So you see, all I need to do now, I'll tailor my CV, have an optimized CV. Based on my optimized CV, I'll generate a supporting statement that I would use for the application. All right, so these are things that you 100% need in job in the NHS. All right. All right, so it's going to take a few seconds. I mean, it's just about under a minute. We should be almost be done with the session in the next few minutes. So I'll be wrapping up very quickly. Okay, so now I'm done and dusted. Download up to my CV. Okay, I will open it up just so that I have it by my side. Okay, this is my job application process. So I'm going to go to CV Matchly, and I would also generate my supporting statement that I'm going to use for the application. All right, so I'm going to click here, generate supporting statement. It takes about a minute for it to generate, and that's what I'm going to do. So now let's read this. Please be sure to include the reason why you're applying for the post, details of any relevant experience gained. So the key word here is any relevant experience gain, either in paid or voluntary capacity. Okay, details of any training, education, or other interests related to the post. All right, details of personal attributes you have to support your application. So you see, these are the key things that they're looking for. All right, these are the key things that you're looking for. So the key thing here is you need to have relevant experience. So you see, a lot of people just, oh, I've done this before. Let me just write something and come up with something. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. All right. And I'm going to show you how it looks like. Okay. I'm going to show you what the supporting statement looks like. Now, this is the supporting statement that has been written. Okay. I am an experienced senior project manager with over 8 years of experience, over 8 years delivering complex multi-stakeholder transformation across public sector and healthcare related settings. So you see how it has tailored my experience towards the public sector and healthcare sector. All right. My core expertise in leading, service design, redesign, and digital change using structural project management frameworks like PRIMS2, PMP, PMBOK, and hybrid agile, robust governance, stakeholder-led co-designs. I'm motivated to join Milton Keynes service. So you have something perfectly tailored to the role, and that's not all. It is broken down into key things, key subject areas that is consistent. All right, with what is needed. Okay, the reasons why you apply for the post. Okay, everything is discussed. Any relevant experience. If you read the document, we don't have enough time to go into every aspect of it. Okay, so you see, I bring a strong technical capacity in my tools and methods named on the job description. I have designed and maintained PIDs, business case studies, raid logs, and communication plans using MS Project, blah, blah, blah. I have used Jira, blah, blah, all the things, that is required for you to go into it, okay, for you to apply for this role, the experience that you have. So you have something absolutely designed. All you need to do is absolutely just copy and come to your application and paste, okay? Then you can paste, remove the error, okay, and you have something clearly stated out, okay? So you have everything stated out, okay, and perfectly tailored, perfectly usable, and all you need to do is go ahead to apply, okay? So these are the things that you can use. Make it easy for you to come up with all the things that you're going to be working with, okay? Make it easy for you to come up with things that are easy for you to work with. So all you need to do today, honestly speaking, I have a perfectly tailored supporting statement. I just wanted to show you the supporting statement aspect, what is required, and how we help you write this perfectly tailored supporting statement. There are other questions they're likely going to ask you. Like I said, further questions. If I click on cancel and I click on further questions, there are likely questions they are still going to ask you that we will provide you with the best answer, how to answer this question. So that's something that's another additional value that we're going to be adding to you. So this question is section are customized to the post for which you're applying. Can you give an example of a time you demonstrated one of our trust values in your past experience? So that's where you need to, how do you answer this kind of question? What kind of experience should you share? Where do I get that experience that is tailored to healthcare related to all these things that the NHS is doing? That's essentially how we help you. Okay, that's essentially how Amdari helps you today. All right. So Amdari helps you on 3 fronts: the UK work experience, tailored employability, and your job application process. 3 things: UK work experience, tailored employability, and the job application process. And that's why we have so many people today that are getting jobs, with the NHS, with the public service, with KPMG, with Deloitte, with banks, with different organizations. We have somebody recently that got a job with Amazon. It's consistent with what we deliver. And what I mean by work experience program, what do I do? Amdari is a consulting company, okay? We act as a consulting company where you wear the hat of a consultant, okay? You wear the hat of a consultant, you work with a specialist. Specialists are experienced professionals that have a minimum of 5 to 10 years of experience. They have a wealth of experience in the space, and all you need to do is work with them, essentially. Now, we also partner with NHS staff, okay, or ex-staff, people who have worked with the NHS or have NHS experience. We work with these people. We work with startups in the UK, okay? So you're going to get to work with startups based in the UK to build your experience, your UK experience. So 2 things. You're going to work with NHS staff. What we're going to do with staff is to simulate the NHS environment, the NHS, what it feels like working with the NHS, okay? And also we're going to simulate, we're going to simulate the NHS, public service, and so on and so forth. On the other hand, you're also going to get startup experience. So you're going to also, if you're working in project management, you will get to work with a startup based in the UK to deliver certain values, to deliver certain projects, and so on and so forth. That's the beauty about what we do. So when they're talking about UK experience, we would give you that experience. That's the word we're giving you. NHS staff, civil service staff, civil service project, you're going to work on all this, including startup experience, okay? And we're going to be doing that in a way that is unusual. You're going to working on at least 3 projects, okay, simulated on the NHS and the civil service. So you could work on 2 NHS projects and 1 Department of Justice project. All right. You would also work on 2 to 3 major projects, okay, with a startup in the UK. So you're going to be getting that experience. So it could be an health tech startup, it could be a fintech startup, it could be a property tech startup, it could be an education technology startup, AI, technology, supply chain, it could be any business, all right, giving you that experience that you're looking for. So most of the time, a lot of people are lagging behind because they don't have that related experience, that relevant experience, that related experience. They lack it. And that's what we do for you. So in your 4 months duration with us, you will get to work on 3 projects that are simulated on the NHS, core values, NHS work environment. So you understand their terminologies, you will understand the things they say, how they say it, how they perform their reports. You will know all these things and you can use that in the recruitment process to become more successful. Number 2 is you get to work on 2, 3 startup project experience to give you that confidence, to solidify your experience in the space itself. And that's something you should have at the back of your mind. Uh, Riding on to the next thing is, just summarizing all the things in one bucket. You work and gain experience, NHS and civil service experience. You work on real business challenges to build your experience and confidence in the space, project management, data analytics, data science, data engineering, project management, and so on and so forth, cybersecurity. You can add it to your CV that you're currently working with Amdare. So rather than you having a care job on your CV, you could actually replace it with Amdare. Okay. So it's going to feel like a job, honestly speaking, because you're going to be working on this project. You're going to be gaining experience on this project. And yeah, essentially that's what's going to be the case. So is a date you can put it on your CV that you're currently working as a project manager. You're currently working as a data analyst with Amdare. You're currently working as a business analyst with Amdare. So people trust your experience. That's essentially what it is. Okay. And you would also get a tailored recommendation letter. So you see, in every post that you have here, in every of the posts that you have here, I'm just going to decline this. You see references. It's very important. So where do you get your references from? Who backs up your experience? All this fantastic stuff that you're going to put in this place. Who is going to back it up? Who's going to back up your experience? That's exactly why we are providing you with, recommendation and reference letter. Okay, so that's the one end. Also, tailored employability. We're going to help you with your CV revamp. So you see, I have CVs I was using, okay, to apply for these roles. So those CVs are standard CVs. They are what we call, the source of truth. Okay. So once you have that one standard CV, you can always tailor it to the roles exactly. So a data analyst, for example, can have a data analyst CV, can have a business intelligence CV, could have a business BI developer CV, and so on and so forth. A business analyst, for example, you could have a business analyst CV, a process analyst CV, a technical business analyst CV. There are so many other CVs that we can create for you that you could use, okay, to apply for jobs within the job market. Okay, so you get a personalized CV review. You get personalized LinkedIn optimization, how to navigate the UK job market, interview preparation for every job that you apply for. You need interview prep. We'll prep you for the interview. Valid UK references, on the job support, and you get to build a portfolio of all these projects, both NHS, civil service, startup experiences, everything in one place within the duration of 4 months. Okay. Now you would also have 3 months access to CV Matchly. All right. And that's one of the reasons why you see a lot of our people getting jobs, becoming successful with their job application process. It's because of CV Matchly and the use of CV Matchly and some of the other perks, other things that we do for you. All right. So we have the course starting tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow. So this is the last call for people that are looking at joining us on board. We have a course starting tomorrow. So like I said, 6 out of 10 interns would get a job in 4 months, in the 4 months duration, while the number increases to 9 within the next 7 months. Sorry. So it always seems impossible until it's done. And that's the reason why we're doing what we're doing today, to get towards, getting started with the job application process. This is Betty. She got a job working as an information technology business / project manager with Echoes IT in Manchester. Anita got a job as a senior project manager, senior business analyst in the UK. All right. In relation to their story, Samuel got a job as a BI engineer in the UK. We have a ton of stories, okay, that of people that have gone on to getting their first job after completing the internship. Okay, so like I said, 6 out of 10 of our interns will get a job in 4 months. That number increases to 9 within 7 months. Okay, 85% of our interns will get at least 2 interviews in the first 4 weeks. 100 people, 100 of people, 100 people, 100% of people that have gotten jobs, through Amdari, I've said the work experience and the reference letter is what helped them get the job. Okay, so if you're looking at getting started, register now as soon as possible. So this is the last call, and the opportunity is only for 10 people that are looking at getting started. So if you're looking at getting started, instead of you paying £800, it's £600 for the duration of the 4 months. Now you don't have to pay £600 in full today to get started. You can actually split it up into 3 monthly payments, and I'm going to walk you through that. Now, before I walk you through that, the £600 you can be paying, okay, our guarantee for you is the most important thing, okay? The guarantee that we have for you is the most important thing, and that is if you don't get a job in 4 months, okay? If you don't get a job in 4 months, we'll continue to work with you till you get a job. All right. We'll continue to work with you till you get a job. So at no cost. It's not like you have to pay an extra money or you have to pay something else. At no cost, you would have to, we'll continue to work with you till you get a job. And once you're done with your program with 4 months, you have lifetime access to work reference. So in 2 years' time, you want to switch your job and you don't want to use your current employers, you can always refer back to Amdari. All right. We have people that have finished 8 months, 10 months, they've gotten jobs and they're looking at switching careers. They are still coming to ask for reference. That is what we do. Okay. Now, other perks you get, you have lifetime access to the project on the platform. There is no duration. You have lifetime access to the projects that you have on the platform. You have 3 months access, 3 months free access to CV Matchly. You have a coffee chat with a recruiter. Okay, so if you're part of the 10 people, you would have a coffee chat with a recruiter, CV and LinkedIn optimization within the first week of you starting, and a personalized job strategy with me. So I'm going to jump on the call with you if you register today. Okay, before you start, that's you're starting on Saturday, which is tomorrow. Okay, we can start tomorrow, but in the first week of you resuming, I'm going to jump on a call with you and we're going to run through what we call the job strategy session. All right, where I'll design something that you would use in order for you to get started to getting your own job. All right, so 4 months experience, £600, 25% discount, and you can pay in 3 months installments. I'm going to walk you through that in the next few seconds actually. All right, so all you need to do today is go to amdari.io, amdari.io, okay, or just search for Amdari on your browser. Once you search for Amdari, you would see Amdari. Click on the first link, it takes you to this page. From this page, all you need to do is go to internship program. Okay, if you're looking at getting started, go to internship program. You'll see data and cloud engineering. You'll see SOC analyst the roles are there. Let's say you're interested in project management. I'm going to click on apply now. Okay, I'm going to click on apply now again. Okay, and now it takes me to the payment page or the payment confirmation page. Okay, so confirm your enrollment, but you see you have £500. Okay, so you can actually pay £500. Okay, and I'm going to show you how to pay £500 in a few seconds. So select your preferred cohort, June cohort. We're starting tomorrow, Saturday. So like I said, this is the last call for people that are looking at getting started. Select the June cohort. Okay. And if you want to start in July, that's also valid. I mean, you get access to the discount and you can pay now. Okay. So June cohort. Okay. So now if you do a one-time payment, you're going to be saving a further £100. So instead of £800, you're going to be paying £500, meaning that you're saving £300 in discounts. Okay. Now, if you're doing a 3 monthly installment, you're going to be saving £200. So instead of £800, you're paying £600 for the duration of 3 months. So it's £200 today, £200, next month, £200 in the month of August. So, I mean, the duration is for 4 months. And like I said, I mean, if you're diligent with the work, you're doing all the things, you're attending your projects, you could actually get a job even before the end of the program. So that's essentially the case. So now I'm going to click, once I select the program I'm interested in, I select my payment plan, either one full-time payment or 3 installment payment. I'm going to click on proceed to more to pay, and I'm going to create an account. You don't have an account, so you need to create an account. I'm going to click on create an account, and I'll put in my name, Ife, IK, Euro. Okay. I'll put in my email. Okay. Put in my email. Okay. Country of residence. I'm just going to put in, it could be anywhere. I'm just going to put in United Kingdom. Okay. United Kingdom. Okay. Phone number. I'm going to put in my phone number. All right. And password, I put in the password. Okay. And that's it, pretty much. So for this particular one, I'm going to just, okay, and I'm going to create an account. It's going to send me a confirmation in a few seconds. First name, if Mena, everything is there. Payment codes, everything is there. So you can see now, my next payment is supposed to be on the 5th of July, but that might be too early for me to make payments. Okay, so let's say I want to pay at the end of the month. Okay, I can actually move it from the 5th of July to the 25th of July to say that, okay, my next payment is going to be 5th of July, but that's so early in the month. Okay, this is June. So 5th of July might be too early for me to just, make another payment. So I want to pay at the end of the month, the 25th or the 26th or the 27th, whatever the case might be. You fix it on that date so you can actually change your date of the next payment. Then confirm, read the terms and condition, and click on pay now. Now, once you click on pay now, it takes you straight to Stripe. Okay, it takes you straight to the Stripe account where you can go ahead to make your payment. So put in your card information, your name, your full name, the name that we can reach you on, and click on pay. So once you've paid, you'll be directed straight to your dashboard, okay, where you would have access to everything to get started. So please, if you're looking at getting started, I would say you should start as soon as possible so you can take advantage of the discount and you can be a part of the people that we're going to be working with. All right, so I'll take a few questions and then we call it a day. Latif, yes. Latif, okay, before we call it a day, I want to play, there's a video I want to play for you, okay, for people that are looking at getting started, okay? So I want to play this, okay? This is Sandra. Sandra got a job with LODPO as a data protection paralegal, okay? And that's something I want to play for you. It's a very interesting conversation. So I want to play that for you in a few seconds, okay? These are people that have gone through.
Congratulations on landing the job as a GRC analyst. So how does it feel getting the job just a few months into the program?
Okay, it feels great, honestly. I'm very happy. And so it's not a GRC analyst position, it's a data protection paralegal. But data protection is still like it still falls under cybersecurity, GRC, all those things together. So I mean it's me, I'm happy. I'm very happy, please. I've gone through a lot. So I'm very
I
happy
can imagine.
with this
Awesome.
opportunity.
Yeah. So what specific skills would you say you got from the program that really helped? That's from the Amdari internship that really contributed, because we know you had your own part to play, right? So what part of this internship, the skill, the project, what aspect of it contributed to you acing your interview?
I would say, so one of the things that have happened is that because of my work at the moment, retail, it clashes with the time that I have to join the actual Amdari meetings and all. But anytime I have time, I join, and I've worked on about 4 projects, I think. And those projects were they were like real life, tasks that you do in actual companies. Amdari is a company, don't mind me. So it has been very interesting, to be honest, working on I learned about the ISO, GDPR, and for me, GDPR is what I'm interested in. because that's data protection and all. So, just checking companies' compliance with the GDPR, with ISO, NIST. I mean, it gave me an edge during my interview because I was able to talk about all of this when they were asking me questions. I was able to refer to these frameworks and just how I've been helping companies to be compliant. And I mean, that's one of the things that I believe helped me. And then communication as well. I mean, this communication is something that is very important as a GRC professional. So all the times I've attended sessions, the people that have been teaching me, Abby is one of them. She's very great with her teaching. She communicates very well and tries to make sure that we understand things. So it also helped me during my own interview, explaining things as simple as I could, not putting jargon, big English and all that. So it really played a part, honestly, in me landing this job.
Awesome. All right. Thank you. I think one thing you mentioned would lead to my next question, which is when you said the projects, I mean, and the fact that it's realistic and everything like that. So
Yeah.
what would you say the reaction of the recruiters or the people that interviewed you, what would you say their reaction was like when you talked about this project, when showed them how
Yeah.
much of experience and exposure you've gotten? So what was their reaction like?
Honestly, one of the directors of the company told me that she would like to know more about, what this GRC is all about. After I had talked about it, because it's a data protection firm, so that's what they focus on. But I was talking about GRC and linking it to cybersecurity data protection. So she's like, she needs to know more, like maybe something that the firm can start doing actually, because the way I spoke about it, like, I mean, it was really they're very interested in knowing what it's about. So I think
Yeah.
the experience so far has helped me to actually talk about it well and present myself well. So yeah.
So a lot. Sorry, I was talking and then when I was muted. All right, apologies for that. So quite a number of people. I know there's a question in the chat that says, this is coming from, is it Rhoda? I'm guessing this is Rhoda or Ro. Okay, what about the 3 to 4 years of experience? I mentioned during the job application process that you would need 3 to 4 years of experience because majority of the roles that you're applying to, okay, because of the salary range, will require you to have experience. So I play safe. All right, place it with 3 to 4 years of experience. Okay. Now, why am I saying this? Simple. Now, some of you don't have 3 to 4 years of experience. Okay. Some of you have not done anything that has to do with project management or business analysis in your past experience. So that's exactly why the CV review comes in play. Okay. That's where the work experience comes in play. So what we do essentially paint a scenario for you. So somebody was a teacher in Nigeria, okay, worked as a teacher, maybe from teaching, the person moved to customer service with a bank, you're working in customer service, and eventually was able to relocate to the UK. Now, your past experience is customer service with a bank and, professional and a teacher with a teacher in a school, essentially. All right. So what we do with the CV review is look at your past experience and tailor it to the role that you're going into. All right. So it doesn't feel as if it's not going to be customer service that's going to be your resume. All right. It's not going to be customer service. It's not going to be teacher. So what we do is we simulate those experiences and then we add them to your CV. So you're not going to be looking as a beginner. You're not going to be coming up as someone that is just starting the experience. You're going to be coming out as somebody, you're going to be positioning yourself as someone that has the experience. And in the same vein, you're going to be working on projects. So it's not a gimmick to say that, oh, you're just going to come in and we're going to, come up with something. No, you're going to be working on this project. Okay. You're going to be delivering service to this project. And I'm going to just use my time to, the few minutes I have left to walk you through what the platform looks like. Okay. So you see for yourself. All right. So if you're in the program, I'm going to go straight to my dashboard and I'm going to walk you through it. Okay. So you see the projects, some of the projects that you will get to work on, and you get to use to build your experience essentially. Now, I would answer the question with Ro. How can I do the registration? Uh, okay. Da, 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 da. So yes, internship. So somebody's asking about how do you register? So all you need to do is just give me a second. I'm just gonna open a new tab, close this one, open this. I'm gonna send you a link now. So all you need to do is go to internship programs, select any of the internship and follow it to the end. Okay. All right, so click on the link, it takes you to the link. Click on apply now, click on apply now again, and it takes you to the page. Click on the June code, click on whatever payment plan that suits you the best, and then proceed to make your payment. It's as simple as that. All right, so I'm going to walk you through what a typical project looks like. I'm going to go to this is a data analytics internship. I'm going to click on view projects. Okay, you see evaluating bottlenecks through downtime analysis. Let's take a look at this particular project. All right, so you see Green Tech Manufacturer was founded in 2010 with a major of engineers and entrepreneurs with a standard shared vision to provide high quality, sustainable customer goods, okay, specializing in eco-friendly household products. So this is the business overview, essentially. Now, what is the business challenge? What challenges are they going through at the moment? As green tech manufacturing grows, it has encountered persistent challenges in its production schedules, okay, which are often, impacted by unplanned downtime. This downtime stems from a combination of factors, including machine failures, material shortages, inefficient production, and so on and so forth. So what is your job now as a data analyst? You're supposed to identify root cause of the downtime, optimize production schedule times, improve operator allocation, enhance reporting transparency, and enable continuous improvement. Now, this is exactly what you're going to be doing. So you're going to be using data to solve this problem. Now, would you be doing it by yourself? No and yes. No, in the sense that you will be given a specialist, okay, to work with you. Now you can see if I click on watch the recording, every record session is recorded, and you get access to the recording, and you have lifetime access to the recording. So it's not going to be, oh, after the internship you are done.
Which you
Take
fit
a
this some
month.
tab as well.
Okay. So you see, everything is broken down. For this particular case study now, they're using Excel for the for data cleaning, reporting, and so on and so forth. So you're going to work on different kinds of projects from Excel to Power Platform to Power BI to Power Automate to SQL to Tableau, so on and so forth. Okay. All right. Okay. So that's essentially the case. Okay. So ensure you follow through to get started. Okay. Ensure you follow through to get started. So everything here is to provide you with the experience that you need in order for you to get started. All right. So this is the last call for people that are looking at getting started. Please ensure you register now because you need to be a part of a platform that guarantees you success. So it would help you with every aspect from from your UK experience to employability to your job application. You're going to be getting help on every end. So thank you. Okay, somebody's asking you how long is the internship going to last? It's going to be for 4 months. Okay, 4 months. It's a 4 month internship. 4 months internship. 4 months. Latif, do you want to go ahead and unmute yourself to ask your question? Latif, your hand has been raised, so I'll take your question, then we'll call it a day.
Thank you, Efe, for the fantastic session. Good
Thank
evening,
you so
everybody. Um, I have been with Amdari and Analytics for quite a while now. So I just took some time off because I started out with data science, but now I'm into DevOps. Firstly, I just want to reiterate to everybody that is online tonight that firstly, Amdari works. I have done it, I've been there. Even though I've not gotten my job yet, but I was able to secure three different interviews. And the reason I've not gotten a job is on my part. I didn't do well in the interviews because at the time I was, going through one or two things. But that's a story for another day. I just want to ask because you've been mentioning data analysis, data science, and all that. What about DevOps? Because, like I said, I'm now into DevOps. Although I started out with data science, but now I'm into DevOps because I think I really enjoyed DevOps more than anything else that I've been doing. So I'm now deeply 100% into DevOps. So I just want to know if there is any program coming up for DevOps.
Not at the moment. We started DevOps earlier this year, January, February, I think all the way to March or April, I guess. But currently we don't have DevOps running at the moment. We don't have um, the partnerships that we're looking at getting. Okay, we're still, it's something that we're still working on. So DevOps is not something that we have going on at the moment, unfortunately. Okay, so maybe in the next few months, it's something that we might want to bring back. Okay, but that's not running at the moment, unfortunately.
All right, all
Okay,
right. Thank you so much.
appreciate it. Thanks for the kind words, also. Thank you so much
That's
for
all
the
right.
kind words.
All right.
And,
Thank you.
I mean, you're part of us already. Just let's find a way to. I know the program has ended, but we have a strong alumni community. Are you in the alumni community?
Yes, I am.
Okay, awesome. So we still have session. We had a session, yeah. So if you're joining, we'll still work with you. We can even go ahead and schedule a call for next week to see how we can
All
jump on
right.
a call to figure out what to do going forward. Is that okay?
All right. All right. That's fine. Thank you so
I
much. All
appreciate
right.
it.
All right.
Right. Yeah. Thank you so much. Gold Dean. Do you want to go ahead with your question?
Yes, thank you so much for the insights. Quick one. I wanted to ask regarding the cybersecurity. I know we all know that somehow to be able to get some roles in cybersecurity, you need some levels of license. For someone that would undergo such course or such internship with Andari, does this also cover the license? I mean, how do we get the license? How do we fit into the
What
jobs
license?
that needs those licenses?
What license are
Yeah,
you talking about?
to function as a cybersecurity analyst, security, yeah, all of that.
What like? Can you just give me any of the licenses you probably work with that you know that
Um,
you need?
I I do not work with anyone at the moment, but yeah, from research and people that have been into the cybersecurity community, it's been said that they require some levels of license, government related license also to work in certain cybersecurity functions and all of that. So I don't know.
So we have a ton of people. This week alone, we have about three people that got jobs. NHS, also some of them public service. They don't have any certificates. No certificates. All right. So let's take a look at it together. Let's take a look at cybersecurity. All right.
Okay.
I'll add a keyword. I would say SOC. Okay. And threats. Okay. So I'll just add this keyword so that I can get, all right. So let's see. There's a cybersecurity advisor. This is a 59 to, 67K. So let's take a look at them together. Okay. Person specification is what we're looking for. Now let's take a look at this together. This is what they're looking for. Knowledge. Okay. Proven knowledge of and the ability to utilize tools and techniques for assessing the effectiveness of information security measures and identify potential risk exposures, proven knowledge of IT security policies, standards, and demonstrable knowledge of the processes, tools, and technology. Okay, skills and experience demonstrates demonstrable knowledge of technology-based solution, dealing with information security issues, ability to apply, basic information of, I mean, where would you see that this particular one doesn't have it? At least for this one, doesn't have it. Let's take a look at another one, okay? Cybersecurity analyst. Take a look at this, all right? So what I want, let's go to person specification again, all right? So you see, educated to degree level in an appropriate IT discipline or equivalent relevant experience. You see that? So you see, a lot of people will focus so much, oh, I don't have this particular thing. Okay, I don't have this, so I'm not going to apply for this role. Oh, I need this ITIL 4V4. How many things would you want to get in order for you to get a job? What are the things that you need to get a job? Experience. So you see, a lot of people will tell you you need this, and I'll tell you for free. Okay, I'm also an immigrant. I also gathered a lot of certificates. I also went to write certificates just to prove that I can do the job. But what proof do you need? What's the number one proof that you need? Experience. I've done it before. Okay. So you have a certificate program, you have this, you have that. I mean, you have ITLF, but they want you to write Cisco. They want you to write this. They want you to, how many certificates would you write in order for you to get a job? You can see clearly, oh, experience. So now this is educated to degree level in an appropriate IT discipline. In an appropriate, what does appropriate IT discipline, what does it mean? It's vague, it's large, it's big. Okay, it can be applied to anything. But you see, the key thing there is equivalent, relevant experience. And that's the reason why we have simulated, the NHS experience. So you can gain that NHS experience, you can gain public service experience, and you can also get startup experience. So you're not just getting one type of experience, you're getting a varied type of experience from the NHS to different, public service trust to, startup. So when you go for an interview like this, you're not going there to say that, oh, I have an ITL V4 certification. No, you're going there to tell them, I've done this. All right, I've done it for public sector clients. I've done this for startup clients. I've done this. Let me show you. Let me just show you so you see for yourself. So it's not going to be a situation of, oh, let's go to cybersecurity. Okay, I'm going to go to SOC. Okay, SOC internship. I'm going to go to the April cohorts. I'm going to go to the projects they're working on. So you see for yourself. This is projects that they're working on. All right. So you see, this is. Let's talk about the SIM implementation and SOC detection engineering for Thornberry Wealth Partners. Now, this is a fintech, this is a financial technology business, okay? So the company overview, Thornberry Wealth Partners in the UK is a UK-based headquartered wealth management and investment banking firm designed to deliver bespoke advisory and trading services to institutional and high net worth clients. Long story short, what's the challenge they are facing at the moment? Okay, core challenges identified: credential attack at scale, public-facing identity infrastructure across the three offices is continuously probed by credential stuffing and brute force tooling. So what are you doing? You're going to do stuff around credential attack, privilege escalation or persistency. You have big data exfiltration and external infrastructure, ransomware detonation, quite a number of things. So when you go to an interview, you're not going to tell them that, oh, I have a certificate. Okay, tell me the time you've done XYZ before. How do you use a certificate to answer that question? Nothing. So you could have a certificate, but you won't be able to answer any question they ask you. Tell me the time you've implemented SIM. How do you do log analysis? In what situation would you do vulnerability assessment before log? You won't know how to do all those things. So you see, at the end of the day, what's the project objective? Okay, this engagement follows a structured methodology-driven approach aligned with the NIST CSF detection function and the MTIR attack framework. Specific objective included, and everything is deployed. Everything that you have that you'll be doing for this particular project is correctly outlined. So in a situation where you go for a job interview, okay, you're not going to be saying that, oh, I have a certificate, okay? Because at the end of the day, the job that you're applying to is asking you for experience, specific knowledge acquired through postgraduate diploma level or equivalent experience. Okay, previous experience of working in the cybersecurity field. Okay, not certificates. So don't prioritize one line statement when every other thing that you're talking about here is experience, 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 experience. And you can go on to check out so many other roles that exist. This was another role. Okay, and you can see the salaries for cybersecurity. They are very good, honestly. All right. So if we look at this specification, working knowledge of concepts, procedures, and processes of security information and events management SIM. That's literally the project I just showed you just now. Okay. That's literally the SIM implementation and SOC detection engineering on Thornberry Partners. This experience is enough for you to apply for this role. Okay, ability to utilize related application to protect. And what SIM tool are you going to use? You have the likes of Wazoo, you have the likes of Splunk for your SIM. Okay, ability to utilize related application to protect organizational network from cyber risk. Proven knowledge of tools, techniques, and processes of intrusion. These are things that you go through Amdari, you are going to be able to work on. Working knowledge of modules, processes, technologies of Information Security Operations Center, ISOC, which is SOC, Security Operations Center. That's literally one project. Okay. And these guys now, for example, have worked on different types of projects. Introduction to SOC, strengthening cyber resilience through phishing email investigation and response in healthcare. So these are an healthcare related, case study. This one is a financial related case study. This one security and IT services, vulnerability assessment and network scan on cyber tech solution. Beautiful experience. So Gold, I don't know if this answers your question anyway. Gold, are you there? Can you hear me? Okay, gold. Okay. All right, so I'll take the last two questions and then we can call it today. Gold is muted, so I'll take Adebayo Ola Onipekun.
Okay, good evening, everyone. Can you hear me?
Perfectly.
Okay. Thank you so much for the eye opener. I think I've seen so many gaps relating to how I apply so far. But before then, my question resolve around I think how, like, what is the pathway, to doing some of this project. I just signed up and I was looking at the dashboard and I got a bit confused. But I think when you were speaking to Gold the other time, then showing the internship space, I think I was able to see, I think I got a little bit of clarity, but I don't know if you can just explain, because I was thinking that, okay,
have you
I
paid?
signed up. Yeah. I signed up.
Okay, what career path did you sign up for? Sorry.
Data science.
Okay, awesome. So for data science, you go through. The onboarding is going to be starting tomorrow. So if you made your payment, your internship, when you come to internship program, you will likely not see anything yet. Okay, because you're going to be starting tomorrow. So you're starting the June. Okay, so you will start in June. So by tomorrow, when you're starting, everything will go live. So if I come to the June cohort, UK, all right, you find out that nothing is there. Okay, so it goes live the day you register, the day the program starts, the onboarding, after the onboarding. So your onboarding tomorrow is going to be between around 11 a.m. your time tomorrow on the Saturday. So that's when you get access. You'll get all this all uploaded. Everything's uploaded. It's just that it kicks off at the start of the program. Does that make sense? So you get all this information in your onboarding during your onboarding tomorrow. Okay, are you good?
Yeah, that's fine. Thank you.
Awesome. Good. And thank you so much, okay, for trusting the process and having taking that bold step to get started. And I can tell you for free, Adiba, your success, we're gonna celebrate. You're gonna come here to give your testimony. Your testimonial will be here in a few months. I can tell you that for free.
Amen.
So I'm looking
Amen.
forward to that. Okay. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Awesome. Lillian, yeah, let me take you next.
Hi.
Lillian.
Hi. Can you hear me, please?
Perfectly, yeah.
All right, great. So my question goes more or less around things about okay the time frame when it comes to like internship and stuff. Like when I apply for jobs now in the UK and they ask for like experience, what they ask me for is to share my HMRC page. And then if I'm going to go through diary as well, is it good
HMRC page? Who's asking you for your HMRC page?
that whole pay slip thing when you apply for like jobs and when you find like probably scale through and they're doing the whole reference checks and then pay slips from certain months and stuff like that. Well, diary
Mm,
then reflects on that page because of course I'm not going to be paid by the company. So will that
yeah.
reflect on my slip
Um,
or on the pay on the HMRC page? Because that's the new thing they do now when it comes to like checks.
oh, interesting. I've
Yeah.
never seen that before. I
Oh, it's
mean, we have people that, I mean, every week, at
yeah.
least on average, we have about 5 to 8 people to 10
Mm-hmm.
people that are getting jobs, and that's never. I can go to my email today. I get references almost every day, every single day. All right.
Yeah.
This is the first time I'm going to be hearing that a company will ask you to go and bring your pay slip.
Oh yeah, they did where I currently work. That was requested of me. And the
That's
chat
good.
to like be sure like the place I put down my resume actually like
That's
reflect on my HMRC what's that thing, that HMRC page. So it was more or less like, oh shit. Okay.
yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, but I mean, that is such a heavy data violation. All right,
The point.
'cause
Yeah.
it's against, it's not a label, it's against labor law for you to be sharing such kind of information, your pay slip, your pay stub, in order for you to get a job.
Yeah.
So it's not something that we provide, unfortunately. Okay,
Okay. No, that's fine.
something that I don't feel like. I mean, I've worked in the UK and I've
Yeah.
also get job. I can share a ton of references within the organization.
Uh-huh.
People getting jobs in the NHS, getting jobs with civil service, getting
Mm-hmm.
jobs with KPI. Somebody just got a job with Amazon. I mean,
Yeah.
Amazon never ask you to bring your pay slip. But that's a
Yeah.
Nigerian, that's like that's an African thing. That's not a UK company thing. But I mean,
Uh-huh.
if it happens, I mean that's very interesting. That's very interesting, I would say. But we don't do that, unfortunately.
No, that's
Unfortunately.
absolutely fine. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, Lillian. Thank you. That was an eye-opening question. That's something I will probably keep an eye to. Thank
All
you.
right. That's all right.
Yeah. Okay, we have more people. Bisola Akinsonya. Adesonya. Akinsonya, I'm joking. Bisola, yes. How are you? What's good?
Hi, Efemina. I just wanted to ask how the internship will work. I currently have a full-time job, but I'm looking to advance my experience, and that's why I want to take part in this thing.
Are
So
you
is
looking
this
for,
what?
are you looking for visa sponsorship or no visa
Um,
sponsorship?
I have a visa sponsorship. I have a full-time job, but I want to.
Okay.
I currently work as a data analyst, but I want to go into
Okay.
like data science and expand my knowledge, and
Oh,
all of
okay.
that. And basically,
Do
I'm
you have
looking
experience in
for
data science?
increased salary. So
Oh, okay. I mean,
yeah.
data analytics is also it's such a role that a lot of people don't know they can easily scale. All right. But yeah, I mean, if you're looking at data science, that's beautiful. That's also very good. Do you have any experience working with Python, machine learning, anything in that space?
I have what's that called? Not work experience in itself, but I mean I've learned by myself
Okay, that's good.
online. But what
That's
I
what
now
I'm.
need is, as you said, you need something to show. So I've learned
Yeah.
it by myself, but I need like the real experience to show a portfolio. Basically, I'm looking to develop a portfolio, and I want
Beautiful.
to show that
Mm.
portfolio to
Okay.
recruiters and put it on my LinkedIn and that sort of thing. And so I need
Uh,
like real
yeah.
data to work with, not lemonade that you find on YouTube. Yeah. So
Lemonade and
yeah, all this lemonade
people
stand that is just like
transaction,
1,000 rows.
action and all this, the same case studies over and over again. So I mean,
Yeah.
I get you 100%. So what I'm gonna like, so it is absolutely very interesting for us to work with. Okay, so what we do with the internship is it's a 4 month internship. So in the 4 months duration, you're going to be working on quite a number of projects, okay? Quite a number of projects that cut across different industries, different sectors, just to give you a broad perspective of how data science is being implemented. You're going to implement it. So it will give
Mhm.
you a broad perspective how data science, machine learning, AI is being implemented. So it's not just going to be machine learning because a lot of organizations are looking for AI, AI engineers, how to implement AI and all that. So you're going to be doing a bit of stuff, all right, with AI also. But majorly it's going to be forecasting, predictive analytics, and so on and so forth, machine learning and all that. So now, 4 months duration, okay? Every week, in that 4 months duration, you're going to work on at least six projects within 4 months. Now, for a project, okay, you would spend an average of 3 weeks on a project, 2, 3 weeks, depending on the project. Now, for this particular project, which is customer analytics and churn prediction, this particular project is for 3 weeks. All right. So week 4, week 5, week 6. Now, breaking it down, okay, you would have all those things. Now, on a daily basis, you would have things that you need to do every day. Okay.
Okay.
The reason why we're doing it, the reason why we break is a 3 weeks project, but you'll do stuff every single day. And the reason why it's for 3 weeks is so that it doesn't feel overloaded, like you feel overwhelmed. Okay, so you have things you're going to be doing every day. Okay, for the next 3 weeks. All right, and in
Mhm.
a week you meet twice. Okay, you have two live sessions in a week. Now your drop-in sessions in a week is between Monday to Friday. Okay, so
What
you would
time?
select, yeah, it's anytime from 6 p.m.
Oh,
Okay, so we
great.
see
Okay.
from anytime from 6 p.m. So yourself and the group might decide that, okay, let's meet every Tuesday and Friday. Okay, so Tuesday we can say, okay, anytime from 8 p.m. is fine for me. Everybody agrees on that particular time and that works. So it's simulated based on, actually agreeing, working with people, agreeing with the time. So the reason why we start with that is so that you can start to gain that work experience, coming up or dropping sessions, coming into the session. What do we work on today? Working that agile sprint mentality. This project is for 3 weeks. Okay, this is what we're going to be doing every day for the next 3 weeks. So we're using the agile methodology to work on projects to ensure that you gain that experience, not just, oh, you're just working on the project, but you're not, what methodology are you using? What time frame are you working with? How did you deliver it? How did you work with other people? So that's what we're simulating the experience to ensure that you kickstart, with the program, and then you're getting the experience start from there, from the start to the end. So you meet twice in a week, okay, drop-in sessions. For every
Okay.
session, 2 hours, okay, and every session is also recorded. Okay, so if I go to resources, you go to, a drop-in session, okay, and you'll find, this one was for about an hour, 23 minutes, okay, and you'll go through every single thing in there, all right, and you see
Okay.
everything is broken down. You have somebody that's working through to you to help you understand what is being done, how it is being implemented. You have an issue, you have somebody you can talk to. All right, you have a specialist that is on demand. If you have issues during the day, okay, you're going to meet in the evening, but you have issues now, and I need somebody to help me with my issue. You can easily just book a session with your specialist, and the person will be able to work with you. All right, so it's you can meet the specialist anytime, Monday to Friday. Okay, but we have
Okay.
two sessions that you can use to. So just imagine I'm working on a project. I have an issue. I can speak with this person anytime. We also have a WhatsApp group where you're going to belong to. So if you have questions and you didn't want to jump on a call, you could actually just send it to the group. Somebody would also respond to you. So it's a very encompassing and enabling environment to ensure that you're always consistently learning and you're never left alone to do it by yourself. Does that make sense?
Yes, yes. Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to understand the timing. 6
Yeah.
p.m. Yeah, that's good for me.
Anytime from 6 p.m. Yes. So
Okay.
usually it will be like 7 p.m., 8 p.m., 9 p.m., and so on and so forth. All right.
Okay.
But
Thank you.
it's good to have you on board, Mr. Where are you based in the UK?
I'm in London.
London. Okay, let's go. All right. Looking forward to having you on board anyways. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's
I
have
might not be able to pay this night, but I will do it first thing tomorrow morning or something like that.
but
But
you want
I will do it.
this program is starting tomorrow morning. So I don't want you to miss the onboarding. So if you can do that, if you can secure space this evening, so you can get access to the drop-in to the onboarding session, you can join the session, you can start to get something done. Okay. That's
Okay.
something you should all right. That'll be good. No
All right.
problem.
Thank
Anyway,
you.
like Yeah, it will be important for you to get. All right.
Thank you.
Onyekachi.
Mhm.
Onyekachi.
Yeah, that's me. Hi, good evening. Thank you.
Good evening.
Um, I wanted to ask a question, like, with respect to a new beginner into the tech space,
Yeah.
um, and who is already like having a little background on data analysis, but loves to become a business analyst. Do you guys give like room or like a discount for such people?
Discount.
Yeah.
You're supposed to pay more. You're not
Oh,
supposed to pay.
really?
Yeah, because you need more attention, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay. So it means you pay more. Are you willing to pay more? All right, Onyekachi. All right.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful question. Honestly, it's a beautiful question. And the reason why it's a beautiful question is we have you in mind. Literally, when you asked the question, I was smiling, but you asked for a discount. So I was like, okay, okay. But it doesn't matter. We had you in mind. So the internship is designed for beginners. Okay. Not
Mhm.
absolutely not taking any course before, not that kind of beginner. Like you don't know anything. No.
Mhm.
No. You've taken courses, like you said, you've completed some courses. It's just
Mhm.
that need more. All right. So we have you in mind 100%. So you see exactly what this is going through. Let's say you're interested in one program, let's say data science. The first week, all right, you would see introductory concept in data science. So we use the first week to provide you with a foundation to data science. So key concepts, statistics, mean, median, mode. What's the difference? Why mean? Why median? Why mode? And all that. Anomaly detection. What is outlier? Some key concepts that you need to understand will be discussed. Okay, and that is done for all the programs. So, what program are you interested in, Onyekachi?
Business analyst.
Oh, beautiful. Business analysis. Okay. So if I go to business analysis and I go to, no, sorry, I'm going to task now. I'm going to go to roadmap and work my way back here. View projects. Okay. You'll see if I go to resources and I go to and I scroll down to the end, you'll find that you see this introduction to business analysis session. So you would have two sessions, these intro sessions where it's going to be majorly focused on the key concepts, of business analysis and so on and so forth. All right. So if I
Mhm.
click here, you watch the video. I'm just going to play just a
Probably
few.
take a little time to
All
do
right.
maybe.
The
Mm.
key concepts covered: what's the business analysis, requirements and engineering in depth, the role of and competencies of a business analyst. So even if you don't know, like if you've taken this course, this will just provide you with a refresher of what this program is all about. Okay, of what the
Mhm.
who is a business analyst, the key things to learn, what is the business analyst core concepts, value,
Mhm.
change, need, solution. So you're reminded, you're refreshed. So you're not just thrown into the deep end, oh, you're going to start working on the project now. It's
Mhm.
broken down. We've just launched something very interesting, something very, very, that will make this a bit more encompassing for you. Okay. All right. So that's something that we're launching. We just launched for these new cohorts. The guys that are starting this weekend. So if you register now, you'll be part of those people that would benefit significantly from this onboarding experience. So you're going to be getting, customized content that would help you on board faster and much more easier. So now it's just one session that we used to do before, a week session, so two sessions in a week. But this time around, you would have an entire engagement for the entire week. So it's
Mhm.
you every day for 7 days. Then you jump
Okay.
into your first beginner project. So the first project is beginner friendly. It's not going to be very, it's not going to be very difficult. Okay, it's to ease
Okay.
you understand the life cycle of a business analyst. So from ideation to completion, what do you do when the project is starting? What do you do, when starting a project? How do you come up with your BLD? How do you come up with your process map and all those things? How do you identify your stakeholders? How do you your stakeholder mapping, stakeholder analysis? All these conversations are going to be the first project will help you understand this life cycle. Okay. So by the next project, okay, it gets complex, it gets more complex, it gets more complex, it gets more complex, and that's it. Okay. Now, these projects you're going to be working on are going to be simulated on real businesses. All right. They're going to be based on startups based in the UK. So you can easily talk about your experiences. Oh, yes, we worked with a client, it's not, you're not an intern with Amdari, you're a consultant. Okay, so you can easily talk about the experiences during the interview. So tell them, oh yes, while I was working with Amdari, I did XYZ. We had a client in the healthcare space, that was suffering from this, they did this. You can use these experiences during your interview. So that's exactly what we do for you. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. That's
Yes.
fine. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, and just a little drop off about the other lady, what she said about um applying for a role where they requested for like an HMRC. Yeah, I saw something like that yesterday. I was trying to apply for a role and they requested for such. Immediately, I just went off.
What
So
kind
I
of job
think
is
that's
that?
the new thing they are doing now.
What kind of
Um,
job is that? What kind of job is this?
I think it is a data analyst role.
Please,
But
if there's a way you can get the link and send it.
okay, maybe when I get something like that again, I can share with you guys.
I'll really love to see it.
All right.
It's honestly, it's something. That's very interesting.
Yeah, it's weird, but I think that's what they're doing anyways. Thank you.
All right, no problem. Thank you so much. Yeah, appreciate it. Okay. I think the last question I'm going to take is Isaac. Okay. I share it.
Yeah, the name is Isaac Asari. Thank you so much.
Sorry.
Yes,
Okay.
Asari. Okay, so my question had to do with every time I join Amdari workshop on things like this, you always or in all the panels mostly talk about data analytics, data science, business analytics, but I am more interested in GRC. But it seems the most of the times they don't really talk about it. I just wanted to ask. Now I'm being convinced to divert to the data aspect. Would you still advise me to stay on my GRC, or I should divert to the data side?
Why would you say, okay, the thing is, we have 8 career paths. There's no way sometimes, and it's also based on people that ask questions. Like I didn't talk about data science. I didn't even mention data science in any of the job search I did today was project management and data analytics. And the reason why I would use those two is because based on sessions that we have, these are the 2 career paths people would most likely want to get into. All right. So the more GRC people also speak about GRC, the more that we are likely going to be having more dedicated sessions in that kind of regard. Does that make sense? So I didn't talk about data science. It was Bisola that asked about data science, and I went in depth into data science. Does that make sense? So for GRC, for example, we do have GRC. And GRC, we have people that are getting jobs in GRC. All right. Governance, compliance, risk. No, that's a beautiful. And let's just go to the NHS and let me show you. So, like I said, the beautiful thing about the NHS website is just search for those keywords: governance, risk, and compliance, and you see the multitude of roles that you have there. All right. So now you see this pathology, governance, and compliance manager, and you think you need to be a pathologist. No, you don't. The pathology there is just it's a I don't want to use the word department.
A unit. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, exactly.
I work with the
So,
NHS, so I'm a little familiar with some of these things.
exactly. So you see this particular role itself, the pathology governance compliance, the main duty is this: support the directorate's triumphate in the coordination, oversight, and continuous improvement of governance. It's not complex. It's if you've done projects, if you've done our projects, if you've worked on the projects you're going to be working on, the ones we're simulating on startups, the ones we're simulating on the NHS, the one we're simulating on the project on the what do you call it, a civil service. There is no way. This is you supporting the directorate, support the development and implementation of coherent data-driven governance frameworks, GDPR. You heard the lady that spoke about getting a job at the data protection paralegal. After the interview, if you finish the conversation, if you listen to the CEO said, at this point, I'm not going to go listen. I'm going to go read more about GDPR and data just because of the way she spoke about data protection and all that. That's exactly what you're going to be doing. Enable the directorate's triumphate to maintain robust oversight of risk, incidents, audits. I mean, these are things that you will learn. All right. And let's go to qualification. Do you need anything over the top to succeed in this career role? Significant demonstrable experience in clinical governance, quality management. This is where the simulation on NHS comes in, because when you go for roles like this, they want to hear certain keywords, they want to hear certain things that are NHS related. All right. So it's not going there and say that, okay, I know how to do GDPR. Okay. Oh, I have a ISO something certification. No, They want to hear what have you done before. You see significant demonstrable experience. Okay, demonstratable experience. That's our experience in managing incidents, risk, and governance process. So you see experience, 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 experience. Very important. That's one. Audit risk and compliance manager, compliance lead, risk compliance manager, compliance and assurance. There are quite a number of roles that you can explore in this. All right, not of each case. So the reason why we're seeing, and even let me just show you some of the projects that you will get to work on. So if I click on view projects, you'll see introduction to JERS. So like I said earlier, risk assessment framework implementation. Okay, risk policy using NIST CSF 2.0 Nexus technology, security awareness training, and because training and development is a big thing about GRC compliance. All right. So let's take a look at something a bit technical. So let's look at this risk assessment framework. Okay. Now, the risk was the company overview. Okay. Meridian Financial Services is a community bank based in Atlanta, Georgia. The bank was founded in 2008 by three former employees of larger banks who sought to create a more personal and customer-centric banking experience. You'll see this technology stack. You're going to be working with Excel, Word, PowerPoint, Power Automate, and Power BI. These are the tools you're going to be working with. Rationale of the project objective, identify all significant risks, develop a standard risk rating system, prioritize risk, document existing controls, create a repeatable process, and create a clear reporting template. These are things that you need. So if you go through this kind of case study end to end with a specialist holding you and guiding you through it, okay, there's no way that you cannot apply for roles like this. Does that make sense, Isaac? All right.
Yeah, thank you. I get it now.
Yeah. So are you looking at starting next month, this month?
Um, I
You're
wanted
still,
to just start as soon as possible, but I don't think I'll be able to make payment today.
that's
That
okay.
is what I'm thinking of. So maybe I'll call the office and I'll see what I can do if I can join this month.
Okay, that's good. I mean, if your company is willing to pay for you, that would be fantastic. All right.
Oh, no. Fair enough.
Okay, I'm just messing with you. But it was good speaking with you, Isaac Ashari, correct?
Yeah, sorry.
Sorry. I thought I got it, but I missed it again. All right, good to meet you, Isaac. Do have a wonderful evening. So to everybody on the call, I'm Darius here to help you get started. Okay, so even looking at getting a job in the UK, one of the major things a lot of immigrants suffer from, that I suffered from, was lack of experience. Okay, and I'll tell you this, and I'm going to wrap up with this. We are all biased towards beginners. Every one of us. If you have a party you're going to for the weekend, it's good. I mean, tomorrow is Saturday. You have a party that you plan to attend tomorrow, okay? And you want to sew a native, you want to sew a cloth, you want to sew a suit, and somebody says, "Oh, I just finished learning how to sew. I just finished from my fashion school. Let me test. Give it to me. Trust me." You will be very, very skeptical. Or you want to go have your haircut, okay, as a guy, and you enter into the barber shop, and the person you're looking at, you can just smell the guy. This guy is just a beginner. You will not sit down to that beginner to cut your hair. Okay, so you see, we're all biased. We're scared of beginners. Employers are scared of you. That's what it means. So when you go there and say, "Oh, I have a certificate, but I have no experience," yikes, yikes. I'm not going to take this person. You get me? So you see, at the end of the day, the thing that guarantees you a job today is your experience. That's your passport. That's your visa to your first job. And that's exactly what we're providing you with. Quality experience, quality support to ensure that you get a job. So we have a course starting next month. I said next month, this month, this Saturday. All right. So the earlier you start, the better. Remember, 6 out of 10 of our interns will get a job in 4 months. You can be one of them. So if you're looking at June, July, August, September, okay, maximum October, you should be getting your job. Okay, so you can be them. You can be one of those people. All you need to do is take a step, take an action today. All right. Thank you very much. Do have a wonderful evening and looking forward to having every one of you on board. Bye for now, guys, and cheers. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Bye, guys. Thank you.